was coming for you. I didn't tell you when, but the time is now, bitch. You're late. The war's already started.
Hey. So, it's been what, like a week? Maybe 2? Okay, I know. It's been a very, very long time. As you can see, there is nobody here because Charlize isn't here. Why? Because we are in a pandemic. Before we get started, right here or here, I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet, but maybe I'll put it here because, like, you know, space. Here's my Instagram. You guys can go follow me. Here is my Twitter. Here is my... Is that what you guys follow me on TikTok? You know what? I don't care. Here's my TikTok. See, I put this. Yeah, I'll switch my eyes. I'm going to be doing a review on palettes. Specifically, eyeshadow palettes. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. Here I am. Okay, I got this one a few years ago. Yeah, a few years ago. I got this one maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It is one of my favorites, and I'm going to be rating them out of a 10. So this is my first ever eyeshadow palette. It has 35 colors in it. I'm going to open it and show you how it looks. Do not come for me. Okay. Okay, before we get started, let's just talk. There's this very pigmented gold color. I don't know if you saw that move. Down here, this gold color doesn't have a name. And I dropped the palette once. I dropped it once and it cracked all around and just shattered. And then, if you notice down here too, the same drop also shatters this very dark color. So if I had to say anything, I would take off points just for... I know eyeshadow palettes can be fragile, but like, it was one drop, not from a very high place, and this happened. So I was kind of disappointed with that. As far as like swatches and everything goes, and like pigmentation, I feel like they're pigmented. I will say though, it is hard to blend these for me. Everything is just my opinion. It could be different for somebody else, but for me, I feel like they're very hard to blend, especially when I'm trying to use like lighter colors. The colors I use the most are like these red tones and like these neutral ones. The glitter, glitter ones are, to me, are the best part of this palette compared to the just like the regular base colors. I like the glitters on here the most, I think, out of all the glitters that I have. So yeah, so that's the first palette, and I'm gonna give this a solid, I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6 on the scale. So this is this one. Okay, next, back into the bag. Let's see what I pull out. Okay, so Daisy, Rosy Nude eyeshadow palette. This is this palette. This has an assortment of colors. I do not know how many, and I do not feel to count. Ooh, look at that. So yeah, these are the colors that these come in. Color does not come out properly with this palette. That's what I could say about this. It's not a negative review per se, but like as far as like layering and putting colors on top, or just putting it on the bare eye, like even if I put down like a white base, these to me do not show up as much as I would hope they would. Overall with this palette, and I don't really use this one that much, I use it like once in a while for like, once again, like maybe the shimmers, but even then they don't be coming out good. I'll give this I'll give her a 5. She could get a 5. She do what she do when she do, but that's not. Back into the mystery bag. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is one of my smaller palettes. It's called Glamorous Look. It has 2x3, 6. It has 6 colors in it. I taught myself kind of how to do my eyeshadow because my sister does makeup. You may know her. She's like a YouTuber or whatever. Her name is I Fashion. You can go check her out if you want. I'll leave her description, her link to. I'll leave her link to her channel in the description box below. There even, I don't know if you can see with the light, you probably could see a little, I don't know what she said, but on it, it says like what exactly it's used for. So it's like highlight, base, contour, and then it's like lid, so it shows you what colors go where. So I found that very helpful from this palette, and also the colors were like not too shabby, not too bad. So I use this one often. I'll give this a solid, I give this one an 8. Yeah, out of all of them, so yeah, this was an 8. Next up, we have a 24 color palette called Rosy Nudes by Tracy. Now, this is another one of those palettes. Ooh, I'm sorry, but that looks cute. Okay, this is another one of these palettes where I don't use it often. Like, I use only certain colors within it, but at the same time, it's like decent. This also has like 3 looks up top here that you could like follow with no instructions. So how should I know? They just have colors that I don't feel show up very well, no matter like what you put down. But this is just for me. Pigmentation is okay. It's not the best. I think the most I use out of this palette is probably like, once again, just these shimmers. And then even then, the shimmers, you gotta like pack it on. So final rating in terms of how much I hate to say it, but I'm gonna give it like a 5, maybe a 4.5. I'll give it a 4.5 because I really don't use like any colors besides like 2 in there. What's this? Elf? Okay, so this is a newer palette that I got. Oh, can't open it. Oh, okay, there we go. This is a newer palette that I got. I haven't really used it yet. It's by Elf. Is there like a name for it? Oh, Nude Rose Gold. I use a lot of neutral colors for my eyes, which is very contradictory because this isn't neutral, but right off the bat, pigmentation is okay. Like, that's the thing with me. As you can see, I'm black. Yeah, did she say that? Oh my god. I'm black, so a lot of the makeup, when you put it on, it don't be showing up right. So to put it on just directly, why did I keep close? Forget it. So a 3. Just end it there. It's a 3. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Let's do this one. Okay. These are moving. Okay. This right here, this bad boy right here. What is from MAC? What's it called? Higher Power Spellbinder Shadow. Immaculate. Ooh. Just like, first of all, look at that. When I say I want pigmentation, this is what I mean by I want pigmentation. It takes all of one brush stroke to cover like my entire lip. Let me not exaggerate, but this goes on very easily and it does what it's supposed to do. I use this color. This is the only color that's going my eye that day. Maybe I'll put on some eyeliner, mascara, but I only use it. I wouldn't blend this on anything else just because of how powerful it is. Literally higher power. I'm gonna just, ooh. Okay, first of all, I barely tapped it. This is here, and then oof, a swatch test on the hand. I don't know if you could see that, but like, you see that shimmer line? That's this. Sometimes, I know sometimes like when you go, I know when I wear this sometimes, I put it on, it may not look like a lot, but when you go out in the sun, overall 9.5 out of 10. I still have like 5. Okay, let's see. You ever see something you're like, what? Okay, so we have a 9 Nude we have a 9 Nude, this one by New York. It is Perfect Nude. This was a gift. Whoever gave this to me, thank you. Have I used it? Once. Do I like it? No. I don't like it. I don't like it. What I will give it props for though is this green color. These 2 green colors. It says 9 Nude. She thought she was a 9, but she's really a 2. A 2. She a 2. I said what I said. I'm sorry if I offended anybody who uses this. Next, we get into my, I think, yeah. So the last three in here are my favorite palettes that I have so far. Do you see this? Do you know what this is? Look at it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, you want some chocolate? Here. This is Too Faced Chocolate Bar eyeshadow palette that my sister got for me. And first of all, points already for packaging. Packaging attracts the eye. If you do not have good packaging, I'm probably not gonna look your way twice. Let's be honest. This box, cute AF. Look at that. It's a whole, it is a chocolate bar. Look like Willy Wonka up in here, like I unwrapped a chocolate bar. It's a freaking chocolate. Please tell me this ain't not creative. Somebody trying to convince me that this is not creative. I want to hear somebody. Do you see this? I feel like I could break it. Like, well, no, not could break it, but like the illusion it's setting off, amazing, right? Too Faced chocolate bar, and then, boy, do you see? Look, it's y'all. Inception. Sometimes when I watch reviews of how to do makeup, where they're just like, they don't point to it. Sometimes they like list off the name. They'd be like, okay, put on champagne truffle. Now I'm getting champagne truffle in the corner of my eye. You see? I wouldn't be able to know that with half these palettes. So this one, another point added on. Then, y'all not ready for this. Would you believe me if I said it smelled like chocolate? No? Well, you gotta go buy it. You're just gonna have to trust me. This smells like chocolate. So it gonna come in a chocolate bar, look like a chocolate bar, and smell like a chocolate bar? Did I mention it smells like chocolate? I don't think I did. 9. It's a 9. Boom. See what I got on my eye? See what I have on my eye right here? This palette. Oh, you don't even need to see. You don't need to see. I wanted to get into brighter colors because a lot of the palettes I had before were very neutral, and I was like, I want to try a little bit brighter colors, you know? And some of the brighter colors in the other palettes that they did come with, no work. But this right, see that? This right here, this works because that's what it's supposed to do for me. Like I said, everything's just based off me. Pigmentation, beautiful. My only concern, and this is the only concern with the colors that I've used already. This color right here, what is it called? Is it Talia? Yeah, I think it's Talia. This color right here, for the life of me, yes, will not apply no matter what I do. I use the brush, the flat brush that you just, and you. I use my finger, I use a different brush, like it doesn't matter what I do, it will not pick up properly to apply to my eye. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but give it a 9.5. 9.6. I'll give it a 9. I thought I saw something. I'll give this a 9.6. Okay. Are you ready for the last one? This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. See this? Do you see? The Violets by Julia? They did not come to play. The Violets did not come to play. See this? Oh my god. The pigmentation. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Simple but effective. As far as like packaging, they don't have to name everything. It is just shades of violet that you apply. Like, I don't, what can I say? It's perfect. 10. This is a 10. This right here, this, a 10. Thanks for watching. Expect new content frequently, like way more frequently. Dare I say next week again? Oh. Yeah, so expect new content more frequently. Thanks for listening to me talk about my extensive eyeshadow collection. These are all of them stacked up. Thanks for staying subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, this is the first video you are subscribed to. This is the first video you're seeing. Go hit that subscribe button. Bye. Goodbye.